and Eduardo Jimenez is in breakout room number 3 on Mr. Gonzalez.
I was fine on Tuesday. Wednesday, I felt sick, and then today I feel even more sick. I'm just like, I don't even know. Like, I didn't even realize I had court this morning at 9:30.
I know, Judge, but I have a civil matter on the 18th, but I'm here on other cases on the 19th.
All right, see y'all back on March 18th. Felony criminal court takes precedent over civil unless that is juvenile civil.
Can we do
All
the
right,
25th, Judge?
Sean Smith,
Sure.
you ready?
No, I'm not asking to withdraw as his lawyer. I'm asking for the court to be recused.
All right, well, what I can tell you,
State's asking for a few more days to properly
there's
prepare.
nothing for me to do on the case once you file that. All right.
For Judge. I haven't been able to confer with the state.
No,
So the last,
go ahead.
I
I'm
want to
sorry.
speak, Judge. The last time we were here, I wanted to verify what case he had pending out of San Patricio County.
Mhm.
And I was not here this morning. I had another appointment, and so I was recalled to 1:30.
All right, so did you confer with San Patricio County?
I did.
And,
Well, he's on probation till 2027. And then
Alright.
he has some certificates, and I want to tender those to the state, and I want to confer with them, but we obviously haven't had an opportunity to speak.
all right, so this is gonna be recalled, and next time you can't wear shorts for court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand. I apologize for that.
All right. This is gonna be recalled, and it's gonna be recalled on Monday, the 18th. You need to be here on time at 9 a.m. Counsel, if you're not in a jury trial out of county or somewhere else in a felony court, you're gonna need to be here on time at 9 a.m. We're coming back on March 18th.
I have.
I'm missing work, please.
Right, he
I'm
keeps-
in San
He
Patricio.
lives in San Patricio County, Judge.
Sorry to hear that. However, March 18th.
I know, Judge, but I have a civil matter on the 18th, but I'm here on other cases on the 19th.
All right, see y'all back on March 18th. Felony criminal court takes precedent over civil unless that is juvenile civil.
And then through Zoom.
Sorry.
Can we do?
All
the
right.
25th, Judge?
Sean Smith,
Sure.
you ready?
I can't even reach, sorry, Judge. I'm too short.
No problem. All right, the state is silent on application. Any witnesses, defense?
No, Judge, just my client.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Andrew Thomas Estrada.
All right, defense?
Okay, Andrew, so do you know what you're here for today?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you tell us what that's you, what you're here for?
I'm here for an evading arrest with a motor vehicle charge.
Okay, and previously we had court on April the 30th. Can you tell the court what happened that day or why you weren't here on the 30th?
On April 29th, I was in here for a decision that I made. I knew that I was gonna be incarcerated and I had some things that I had to take care of outside, such as getting the custody of my kids into my mom's hands.
And I'll stop you right there. So, can you tell us when you were arrested for the DWI?
I cannot tell you the exact time.
Okay, so if the PSI, oh, I'm sorry, if the TAP evaluation says April 24th, does that refresh your memory
April 24th is.
that you picked up the DWI?
Oh, yeah, I picked up a DWI in Nueces County on April 24th.
Yes, that's a charge I'm talking about. And do you remember picking up that charge?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
So are you currently on probation in another county?
Yes, ma'am, I'm currently on probation for San Patricio County.
And now it's correct that you started probation on 2022 and you're on 5-year probation, right?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
And our hope was that we would continue probation in San Patricio and that you would be granted probation here. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am, that was the original
agreement?
hope that we had.
And that's why we agreed to the cap of 7 years, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And at this point, we negotiated with the state and we asked if we could withdraw our plea, and that wasn't agreed to, is that right?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, and so are you asking the court to consider all of that, and especially with the new charge? Are you asking her to take that into consideration, that we've obviously changed our opinion?
Absolutely.
Now, do you believe that you will be continued on probation in San Patricio?
That I do not know and to answer honestly. I could only hope that I would be continued on probation with them or.
But we don't know, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and have you been to ISF?
Yes, ma'am, I went to the CBR ISF located in Sinton, Texas.
Okay, and did you attend from May 24th through June?
I believe it was from May to January.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, that's correct. Did you attend from May through January?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you complete that successfully?
Yes, ma'am, I successfully completed the CBR ISF treatment phase, the cognitive phase, and the aftercare phase.
Okay, let's see. Can I have it marked? Can I borrow, do you have a sticker? Or-
Counsel, if you would, counsel,
Yes,
if
Judge.
you want the court to just review that so he can still keep his certificates.
These are not the originals, Judge. I'm gonna put it on the record.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Estrada, I'm handing you what's been marked as defendants exhibit 1, 2, and 3. And do you recognize these documents? Don't tell me what they are, just tell me if you recognize them.
Yes, ma'am, I recognize it.
Okay, and are they true and accurate copies of
Yes,
the
ma'am,
documents that you
Yes,
believe
ma'am.
that they are?
those are photocopies of the certificates I received for completing the program's requirements.
And you believe that these are true and accurate copies of those certificates? Is
Yes,
that right?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Any objection?
No.
All right, so at this time, we're asking for the defendants exhibit number 1, 2, and 3 to be admitted, Judge.
All right, 1, 2, and 3 is admitted without objection.
Okay, now, since they've been admitted, can you tell me what they are?
One of them is gonna be my MRT, moral recognition therapy. The other one would be cognitive treatment, and then the other one was the aftercare.
And because we waive PSI, Judge, I know that there's no PSI, but do you want me to ask my client about his prior criminal history? I mean, is that helpful to the court?
No, well, I reviewed the NCIC and TCIC, but I do have some questions.
Okay,
All right, the questions I have is that the classes that he completed, the dates on them, completion date, are from 2023.
they should be 2024, Judge.
They say 2023.
Yes, ma'am, I see that. It must be like a misprint because I was
Yeah.
released the day after I got those certificates.
Because the ropes are on the mic. Miss Betts. My mic is underneath the papers.
All right,
I
I
was-
haven't,
I was discharged January 9th, 2024. So. And it's on my, the criminal history that I reviewed.
All right, so January.
Yes, ma'am, of 2024.
All right, so January 2024, I have this successful completion, right? And you're saying the dates are from 2024?
Yes, ma'am. That was when I was released from the ISF in Sinton, Texas on January 9th, 2024.
I have another letter for the court if the court is,
Yes.
do you recognize this document?
Yes, ma'am. That
And-
is from my probation officer at the
What-
CBR
what-
ISF.
So it's a letter, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it a true and accurate copy of the letter that was, actually, she emailed it to me. But is that,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, so at this time, we're asking that defendants exhibit number 4 be admitted.
All right, defense exhibit number 4 is admitted without objection.
Yes, Judge, so that letter was emailed to me by his probation officer out of San Patricio. And I believe that should hopefully clarify the dates, because in that letter, she states that he was released January 9th of 2024 as his testimony. I don't know why the certificates would be would be incorrect, Judge.
Oh.
I didn't even. let's see it.
And then you stated the reason why you didn't show up for court because you thought you were going to be taken into custody and you had other things that you need to take care of?
That is correct, but when I said other things that I needed to get custody of my kids, taking care of power of attorney to my mother and
Mhm.
get other financial situations that I had to get taken care of before I turned myself in.
So after taking the moral recognition therapy, which is supposed to help you with your thought process, your thought process was, let me not show up to court because I think I'm going to be taken into custody. So I'm not going to show up. I'll just deal with that later. Is that what you're telling the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. He's still making a bad decision, it appears, to the court.
Yes, that's correct, Judge. I mean, do you acknowledge that you have any problem with any substances at all? You won't tell the court about?
I do have a problem with alcohol. That is the whole reason why a string of bad decisions was made and I did not go to court.
So he didn't come to court on for sentencing on April 30th, 2024. And this DWI that he committed, I'm
It's
assuming
pending,
he's
Judge.
pled to it. Is it still
No.
pending?
It's still pending. I called Nueces County, and it's not even filed yet.
All
They
right.
take a while to file their cases. I think they
All right.
usually will file it right under the statute. I did call I did call San Patricio County, and they filed the MTR on June 14th, 2024. So, after this, Judge, I'm assuming he's gonna be transferred over there to have that.
My question is, the DWI, and it's just an allegation.
Right.
When is that alleged to have occurred? Does anyone know?
April 24th, Judge.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's-
instead of, he comes to court, he enters a plea of guilty on April 4th. And then April 24th, he is charged with DWI. And then he doesn't show up on April 30th.
And-
So you're concerned about your children, so concerned that you pick up a DWI on April 24th instead of getting your affairs in order. Is that the sequence of events for the court?
That was a sequence of events, but not the sequence of my thoughts. When I caught the DWI, I called my probation officer in San Patricio and let her know within the 2 days that she needed to hear from me. Once I let her know, she said she was gonna let the TAP evaluation officer know. She notified me on Monday that the probation was off the table and that she was gonna go ahead and recommend incarceration for me the following Tuesday. So I wouldn't say that I made the best decision possible for me or my family, but
So
I
was
did.
it a catch me if you can situation?
No, he turned
absolutely
himself
not.
in,
I
Judge.
turned myself in.
When?
About a
Um,
month ago.
yes, about a month ago. I believe it was
I have it written
it's
down.
on the 9th of July, I believe.
All right, so you didn't turn yourself in on May.
No, ma'am.
You didn't turn yourself in June.
No, ma'am.
So you turn yourself in July.
Yes, ma'am.
And this power of attorney for your mom, how long does it take to write out documentation to say, I want my children with my mother? That's not even a day.
Yes, ma'am. Also during this time period, I did call the Bear County clerk and I was asking about a warrant for my arrest.
No, we're not about the warrant right now. Where I am is, you said you picked up this DWI.
Mhm.
You didn't come to court because you thought you're going to be taken into custody. So instead of coming to court, you don't show up. And part of your reason for not showing up, you said, was because you needed to get your affairs in order, to get a power of attorney to your mother for your children, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So a power of attorney to your mother takes 30 minutes tops. And so you didn't report for the full month of May and didn't report for the full month of June. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll recommend the therapeutic community for you. It doesn't increase the length of time that you're in custody, but I'll recommend it. And if you sign and request it, they may consider you 2025.
Our last date was not, that was the part of the report attachments where he had allegedly had contacted her through Tiffany after we were in custody.
All right.
So as far as that, Judge, we're pleading no contest. My client has no prior offenses. The
Well, no,
state
no, no,
can-
no.
Well,
I'm
no,
trying
but
to see if
I'm
there's,
trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. As to our application for, we are applying for deferred adjudication. And so because of that, I would not want him to make any stipulation. So that's why I asked him to plead no contest. Because if the court should grant him deferred, then
well, here's the thing. I don't have that in the stipulations to prove the 2025 CR 004086. Now, if somebody wants to amend this and attach jail calls, they can attach it, but I don't have enough proof in here for these other dates. The only date that I have in the stipulated evidence is I have a date from January 5th for violation of protective order. But the other dates I don't have in here. Sure. So if y'all want to step back, you can, but in cause number 2025 CR 03533, the court is finding that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt. It takes about 8 weeks to 12 weeks for a PSI. If you would like to have him come back without a PSI, but just have time to call witnesses, you're more than welcome to do so.
so I've conferred with my client, and I've also contacted family members, and my client wishes to waive PSI. And just have the court, and that was why we took a little bit of a recess, Judge, before we got on the bench, is just to confirm the criminal history. And so at this time, we're asking the court to waive PSI, and we proceed with sentencing today. Your Honor, my client, he's 27 years old. He is not native to Texas. He's from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm sorry. Chicago, Illinois. I apologize, but he, as mentioned before, he's 27 years old. The victim and him are obviously very familiar. They've been together since they were children. So I think since they were like 16 years old, is that right? 16? 15. Since they were
All right, does he
15.
want to testify?
No, Judge, let me just finish. I'm so sorry.
All right, so you can't get information from him, then turn back to the court to give whatever information he's given you if he's not going to testify.
Okay, I'll just
All right.
proceed. I'm sorry, Judge.
No problem.
And they do have 3 children together. And obviously they've had a myriad of things happen, I guess, in their lives, and they have both matured and progressed. And my client wishes to accept responsibility. He understands that the only way he's going to see his children, because that was another thing that we talked about, was that there will be a no contact order. That is something that obviously he's vehemently opposed because he does have 3 children. And so I did advise him that this would be part of the plea agreement, and if he wants to hire a lawyer and, get some custody issues and orders in place so that they can go around that order, in order for him to be able to see his children, because obviously the state is not asking for a no contact order with the children. It would only be with the mother, the natural mother, which is the victim here. I have spoken to his father. I am not sure if yesterday he was on the Zoom and standby, and I mentioned him that he would at the same time today, and I don't know if he's in the waiting room or not, but notwithstanding, my client does want to go forward. His father obviously speaks very highly of him. Unfortunately, he did get arrested in February 27th, which is when he got booked for the last time. So he's been obviously in custody for almost going 3 months now. He's got health issues at the jail, Your Honor. He's got psoriasis. He lost about 110 pounds in those 3 months. So he's had some kind of health limitations. And so a lot of that is going into why we have this agreement. Obviously, I've, I've explained to him multiple times, that we could ask for a jury trial from the court. But, given the history with these people, that obviously he wants to accept responsibility, and he's wanting to do that today, Judge. And with respects to just putting it on the record, I do want to state that, we took a little bit of time going over the criminal history. There was a jury trial that happened in December of 2019 in Indianapolis, Indiana. So that's why, I'm sorry, I was confused about the city, that there was an actual jury trial and he was adjudicated not guilty with the same victim. There was also, I want the court to take judicial notice of clause number 2025 CI 04103. There was an application for protective order that was made by the victim February 25th, 2025, and it was non-suited in April 17th of 2025. My understanding, and prosecutor wouldn't really talk to me too much with respects to the protective order, Ms. Colon, but she did confirm that it was non-suited due to her leaving the state. So the victim,
Due to what?
the witness leaving the state.
Okay.
So as we stand here today, we have, obviously my client hasn't had any contact with her since then. And then, but she has been in contact with the state, which obviously, we know that is for a fact, but obviously he's very concerned for his children. He wants to know their whereabouts. And he did meet with a recruiter, and I did speak to him on the phone. He would not come in for the PSI. His name is let me see, his name is Eggerson is his last name, Sergeant Eggerson, and I did call the number. Let me see, on Potranco Road. It's 11223 Potranco Road, and unfortunately, Mr. Ross was in the process of being recruited to the Army. And so obviously he understands that accepting responsibility for this charge, and should the court grant him deferred, he will not be able to possess a weapon while he's on deferred. But the hope, I guess, is that once he's completed the deferred, is that he'll be able to enlist at that time. So our agreement right now is 4 years. Now the court can give him probation, the court can sentence him, or the court can give him deferred, which I believe he's legally entitled to because he has no convictions.
What do you mean he's entitled to deferred adjudication
Okay,
legally?
well, I would ask the court to take that into consideration, that he has no legal convictions under any other ordinary circumstances. He has no prior offenses,
Okay,
no
but,
convictions. And so
But if you're
because he's a
saying he's-
first-time offender,
all right, but if you're saying he's legally entitled to deferred adjudication on this
I
case?
have no statute.
All right,
If the court, I have no statute, but I'm just saying as a matter of principle, as a matter of, mercy on my client, the court, I should hope, at least, because again, he's also been in contact with, being recruited, that he would be granted deferred adjudication. And, he wants to move on with his life. He wants to start probation. He understands that should the court grant him probation, he'll have to be here for 45 days, right? You understand? You understand it? And that if he wants his probation to be transferred to Indiana, it'll have to be transferred within that time frame.
all right, so what I can
And
tell
they'll
you,
have to accept the
he's not a
transfer.
good candidate for probation.
He's not?
No, he's not. And let me just tell you why. Based upon everything that I've seen, there was a protective order in place, and you were calling the complainant from the Bear County Jail. I mean, Does he not understand what no contact means? No contact means no contact. And then we have this charge where you're choking her. So he's not a good candidate for probation. I'm not giving him probation.
Well,
In each
Judge,
cause number, I'm finding him guilty. I'm going to sentence him to 4 years in the prison, give him credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. The cases are to run concurrently. There's to be no contact with the complainant and no contact with minors. And cause number and cause number 2025 CR 003533. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal in each cause number? With your attorney, did you understand it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because one of these cases carries an affirmative finding of family violence, and also because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney.
Sorry, may I speak to my bad, please?
Your attorney said that she did not want you to speak. The court has passed sentence.
I didn't know that I couldn't. I thought I had the whole time to testify. I thought she would.
I asked you if
All
you
right,
were
so,
for jury trial.
they're gonna take you back. If
Can I
there's something
please-
else you all want to discuss, if you want to file a motion, you can file a motion and the court will hear that
Can I
motion.
speak on my behalf? Can I please speak on my
I don't know what
behalf?
you-
I just want to testify. I didn't.
Patrick Washington. All right. The last time you were here, and I'd like for people to feel as though, and not actually just feel as though, but to have had a chance to speak to the court, and it appeared that you wanted to speak to me.
Yes, I did.
All right, and what did you want to speak to me about?
Yeah, I have a second to breathe. I kind of got worked up a little bit.
I'm sorry, what?
Can I have a second to breathe? I kind of
Sure.
worked up a little bit. Just pertaining the case, and I know when you went over, it, you seen that the protective order was violated multiple times. It's not. I know it. If you read police reports or a person's victim's testimony of what happened, sometimes it could, it's up to the court, your discretion to see if, try to make sense of it, I guess. But when it comes to probably protective order, we have children together, and to be honest, like I never been in any trouble before in my life pertaining to like legal system and having to no contact, like the contact order with my children. And I was a sole provider for my children. Like she was a stay-at-home mother. And when I went back home, like the no contact order, I went back home, but I was the only person on the lease and I didn't have anywhere else to go. And honestly, from what we talked about pertaining me and her, we were fine on good terms, etc. So to be honest, I didn't think it was gonna be any more.
But see, here's the thing about it is that there's an offense against you for choking, right? And when you think about it, choking a person, that means you're face to face with them. They can't breathe and you're still choking them. Now, you have that, so you have to know that there's a no contact order in place. And when you're saying, oh, well, I leased the apartment or the house or whatever, that's why I was going back there. Okay, I understand that. But when you were placed in custody at the jail, both parties agreed, your attorney agreed and the state agreed that you were actually contacting her from the jail. And so the thing about it is, you already have this violent offense for choking someone. And then on top of that, you are continuing to contact them from the jail. You had to know you couldn't contact people from the jail. And that just shows the court that you can't follow rules. And she has, according to the testimony that is taken, she left town and is no longer in Texas or wherever she may be, then, it is what it is. She left town. Maybe she left because maybe she's thinking, I leave town, he doesn't know where I am, then he can stop contacting me. But that's where we are.
Yes.
Sure.
Um, to the, I don't know, how much I say before.
Well, you're not under oath.
Oh, okay, well, I could speak freely, yes. Your Honor, he came back and forth to see me unannounced, came to the house unannounced. She, when she was in a woman's home in Fredericksburg, she was, they kicked her out of the woman's home. And the police had to come or whatever to escort her away. She came to the house on February 4th or 5th, unannounced, midnight, because I wasn't speaking to her because we were talking during the protective order. We have children. I was sending money for my children, or she would bring the children so we could see them. We would eat together.
Right, so here's my question. Were you sending money to the children from the jail? That's a no.
No,
But you were still calling her from the jail, and that had nothing to do with anything. So here's the thing. I wanted to hear you out because I know I didn't get a chance to fully explain to you why I didn't grant you probation. But the reason why I didn't grant you probation is because you have a crime where you choke her. And then after you choke her, you continue to contact her. What I'm letting you know is I understand, okay, you're on the lease, you go to the apartment or to the home because you're on the lease and you're trying to make sure that the children have food or have money. That's fine. But then you proceed to call her on numerous times from the Bexar County Jail. That's a no. And for the court, part of the reason why I didn't grant you probation is because based upon your actions, you're telling me you can't follow conditions of probation. So that is why.
I actually, Your Honor, if possible, like, because before this happened, I was enlisted actively in the military. I was enrolled into medical school for LMRT classes to become a radiologist. And my classes started in March 2025. I've been in and out of grew up in the jail, etc., house arrest, etc. since then. I understand exactly where you coming from and how it could seem to the court, or even like the charge, or etc. I've been sitting in jail and dealing with different health reasons, low potassium and low liver enzymes since the date of my arrest, December 5th to March 18th. I was admitted to the hospital. I had lost 110 pounds because I wouldn't eat because I had psoriasis, which is like my skin breaks out from certain foods, meat, dairy, etc., sugars, have you. I grew up in a family with my immediate household was my father, my brother, and myself. Out of us three, both of them are felons, and neither one of them graduated high school. I'm the only one who graduated high school. I'm the only one who wasn't a felon. So applying for the probation and adjudication was trying to save me from becoming a felon. I took pride in not having any criminal history. If you could so grant me, I don't have obviously lawyer here, but I was thinking
You can always come back with your attorney. I tell you what, I'll have you come back with your attorney. If you want to come back with an attorney, you can.
no, I'm just speaking to you. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I just don't want to be a strain on my family, and being that I know that I would abide to any probation adjudication, especially the first. I can try to save my record and save me to be able to go on and have a career in any field or even enlist in the Army still. I would say if you could maybe think or ponder on doubling the sentence to 8 years probation deferred and double the fines. And if you could possibly um consider a no harmful contact, because Carissa has my children and no one, Carissa has my children, she has my car, she has a bunch of my possessions. No, from our family, both of our families know each other. I knew Carissa since I was 14 years old. Both of our families know each other. Carissa doesn't, her family has, she's left her family.
Let me just tell you this, what I would suggest to you is speak to your attorney.
Mhm.
The reason why I had you brought back is because I felt that there is something you wanted to say. And I know I didn't get a chance to explain to you why I made the ruling I made.
Mhm.
And I will tell you, we're always taught as judges never to explain our rulings, just make the ruling and move on. But I don't like to do that because I don't want people to think that I haven't heard their story or I'm not paying attention to them or that I'm not looking at them as individuals. So I noticed as you were being taken away, you were raising your hand. And that made me realize that I really didn't get a chance to explain to you why I ruled the way I ruled. Now, if you're asking or wanting me to perhaps do some type of different sentence, and for me to consider that, then your attorney will need to file a specific motion for that. The coordinator will let your attorney know, and we'll go from there, okay?
May I say something?
Sure.
Uh, uh, from, I was told yesterday that my lawyer or attorney made motions for reconsideration and a bunch of other motions.
I haven't received those.
That's what I was told from my family when I called them. Before I went up here, this is all off the record.
Yeah, we're off the record.
Um,
The court reporter is not taking anything down.
I didn't understand what I signed with the silent.
All right, so here's the thing. You need to talk to your attorney about that. So everything else that you're about to say now, you need to talk to your attorney. Your attorney can file whatever motion she chooses to file, okay?
No, I was getting to what I was.
No, you're getting to places that
I
you
was
should
gonna
not
stop
get
there.
to.
I was stopped there, but I'm saying that before we came up here, I was told several times that I could be able to.
No. Here's the thing. You are now trying to, or well, attempting to wade into legal matters. And I think you should have your attorney here to discuss that. All right? So, Ms. Ferguson,
Yes.
has a motion been filed by his attorney?
I need to double check that, Judge, I don't, do you have his case number, Judge?
No.
They're right.
Okay. All right, and if they have filed, if she has filed something, we'll put it on a docket for it to be heard, and Ms. Ferguson will set it. So just have a seat, and Ms. Ferguson, if she finds something, we'll set it, all right? Okay, so when are we available to hear whatever motion she has filed?
I can do it the first week of June. I need to contact Anita to make sure she's available.
All right. So as soon as your attorney is available before 30 days, we'll hear her. Okay? And if you have some type of food intolerance, you need to let the jail know. If you let the jail know, they will prepare you a specific meal.
I literally, this is all in the notes. This is all the thing I told, when I had Zoom court for the protective order hearing, I would go to Zoom court in jail, and I told,
Deputy Mejia, will you please let the jail know that he has food intolerance to dairy?
no, it's not just dairy, it's meats, processed foods.
All right, he can't eat any processed food. Will you let them know that he needs to eat green? Yes.
Your Honor, he needs to submit a sick call so they can verify he does eat, that he's allergic and can't tolerate that.
Your Honor, I can tell you exactly what happened. I was in jail for 34 days.
So here's the thing. The only question that I need to know is, did you submit what?
This is, it's a lot of medical blood work. I took
Did
a lot
you
of,
submit it?
been in and out of, yes, I went to
No,
the
my
hospital.
question is, did you submit the form to the
Yes.
proper people?
Yes, several times.
All right, so Deputy Laura, if you can make sure that the jail has the information on him, and I will send an email.
And I didn't eat until I went to the hospital after 30.
I will send them an email about your intolerance. Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right, so I'm gonna send an email right now about your food intolerance. So what specifically can you not eat?
I was wanting to just get some type of fruit, and they didn't give me any fruit. They said because it's hooch and all this.
Okay,
other
this is
stuff.
what I want I want you to listen to me and internalize what I'm saying. As my grandmother would always say, it's not about who shot John right now. So somebody did something or they didn't do something. I'm not at that point right now. Where I am is you're telling me you have a problem. I'm trying to solve it. So I don't need to know the backstory. I'm just trying to figure out what are you not allowed to eat? What can you eat? And I will send an email to the sheriff letting him know that you are not allowed to eat dairy. So other than dairy, what else can you not eat?
Meats, processed food. I just barely fruits and vegetables. But,
All right, so you're not allowed to eat meats or processed food. And what are the results if you eat meats or processed food?
I have skin breakouts in my face and hair area, etc. And it gets like red irritants with psoriasis.
All right.
I didn't mean to agitate.
No, I mean, I just want you to tell me, what can you not eat? The fact that somebody is still serving you specific things, I'm trying to solve that problem, but I need to know what you can't eat. So you're telling me no dairy, no meat or processed foods, correct?
Yes.
All right. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Ross, this one. Your Honor, how many votes?
All right, could I have his file, please?
Who is that?
Jalen Ross.
Jalen Ross.
And I see it's raining.
Oh, yeah, I got poured from, yeah, I got wet from head to toe. But I was having like a lot of problems, like last night, my power kept going out, it went out like 5 times. And then like this morning, I couldn't hear you, so I apologize, but
No problem.
I did confer with the state and we.
The motions that she just filed this morning, we haven't had proper time to review them, and will give us at least 3 days before those motions are heard.
Oh, we can go for it. It's a motion to
No,
reconsider.
I wanted to start to talk about it in chambers if that's possible.
All right, so here's the thing. Once I have motions to reconsider, I always tell people,
Excuse me, it went mute and I can't hear or see anybody.
yes, I know it's mute.
Oh,
Let me unmute. All right, so I'm not going to reconsider his sentence. Unless there's some evidence where he should have a motion for new trial.
All right,
not
that's
gonna-
correct, Judge. So I filed a motion to withdraw the plea, and I've also filed a verified motion to recuse.
All right, I don't have the motion to withdraw before me.
I have copies. So
And
that's
you
why
want to
I'm-
withdraw.
No, I'm not asking to withdraw as his lawyer. I'm asking for the court to be recused.
All right, well, what I can
So-
tell you is I'm not reconsidering any sentencing. And if you want a motion to recuse, another judge will have to hear that.
That's correct, Judge. So I'm asking that it be, and I know the state's asking for a few more days to properly.
Oh, there's
prepare.
nothing for me to do on the case once you file that. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Can Mr. Ross be excused?
Yes, he can be excused.
Okay, thank you for your time.
The hearing though, and he understands, we talked about it. I filed a motion to withdraw, Judge, and he understands, he's not objecting to it. He understands that I need to withdraw on his case. And
Okay,
so,
well, let me ask you this though. What are we doing with this motion to revoke?
okay, I don't know because that's not my
All right,
case.
Ms. Garza, what is happening with this motion to revoke?
So I've conferred with the state, Your Honor. I do have an offer. I've related to the client. I am not ready to go forward today. I apologize. I got my COVID shot on Monday. I was fine on Tuesday. Wednesday, I felt sick, and then today I feel even more sick. I'm just like, I don't even know. Like, I didn't even realize I had court this morning at 9:30 for a different court that I appeared in the day before yesterday, that I appeared in yesterday. I apologize. My client is also sick. I think he's in the courtroom. I think he's had to
Why is
leave.
he coming? Why is he coming to the courtroom sick? Like, why are
It-
people doing crazy stuff?
It's not because of the COVID, Your Honor. I believe, he's got some mental health issues. And he was told to take some kind of anxiety medication, and the medication is making him throw up. I think he's having some allergic reaction. Well, he's also got hives all over his body, and Mr. Navy sent me a copy of those photos. I can share them with you.
Why are people coming
So he
to
was
the
trying to
courtroom
stay
sick?
in the hallway. He was trying to stay in the hallway. And I
But
asked
why
him one
are
side. I
people,
didn't want him to get in trouble.
but why are people coming to the courthouse sick? I don't understand this.
Well,
Why is it so hard for people to pick up the phone, call somebody, people to file a motion, have it attached? I don't like for people in my courtroom to be exposed to germs, to be exposed to people who are ill, whether it's COVID or not. You have the flu. Don't come to the 187 District Court spreading those germs. You have the common cold. Don't come to the 187 District Court spreading those germs if you have a doctor's excuse, because it's just a cold. If you come to the 187 District Court, wear your mask, socially distance. So now the question becomes, when will you be ready for this contested hearing? Because I'm assuming Mr. Hagerling wants a contested hearing.
At this point, Your Honor, we don't have an agreement, right? That's correct.
Okay, so when do you want to have a contested hearing?
Oh, I'm having tonsil removal surgery on the 2nd of September. So they told me I need a whole week. So I've got a vacation letter for the 6th or the 11th.
Are they doing tonsil removal during the COVID?
I've had 7 sinus infections in the last 5 months.
Let me just tell you, based upon my personal experience,
Sucks.
tonsil removal doesn't work with that.
Well, I'm
Because
also
my
having
tonsils were operated on when I was in elementary school, and I still have these issues, which Brenna, I think is caused by Texas, because that's the only thing that's changed. I'm in San Antonio with.
It's killing me.
Yes. So again, when will you be ready for a contested hearing?
After that week, Your Honor, anytime the 13th through the 17th.
Tell you this, having your tonsils removed, like you saw in Leave It to Beaver, where they give you ice cream and they say you can eat all the ice cream you want. They tell you that because you can't, it's too painful.
I'm gonna gain 10 pounds. I already know. Everybody says you're gonna lose 10 pounds. I'm like, I'm gonna figure out how to gain 10 pounds.
I tried it, it doesn't work. And Nathaniel Navy is looking at me as though he's had his tonsils removed. He knows what I'm saying is true.
I don't know if you're reading my mind, because I actually I think I probably had my tonsils removed around the same time, like you said, like when I was in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I think it works for me.
I also suffer from tonsil stones. So that's another issue that I've got, in addition to all the sinus infections that I've been getting. So I'm seeing the ENT and then the other guy, whatever the other guy is. So.
No, my mom and I actually had tonsil surgery together. And so we were in the recovery room together, had a room together, and my poor mom, she pretended like it wasn't bothering her at all. So she was eating, talking to make me feel better. I ordered ice cream, didn't work.
Oh.
Definitely don't drink any soda.
The Sonic Slush help.
Oh, it did? If only
Yeah.
I would have had this information. All right, so what date, Norma, can we give Ms. Garza for a contested hearing?
On the 16th, Judge.
All right, so is the 16th good for you?
I have it's supposed to be a trial. Are we gonna be in the afternoon, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yeah, then that should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
All right, and then before you go, we're going to take up the matter of Nathaniel Navy's motion to withdraw. Is there going to be any objection from the state to the defense counsel's motion to withdraw?
No.
All right, Ms. Garza. Are you appointed on his cases?
Yes, I'm inputting to all of them minus that one, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, can you appoint her on the other case as well, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hagerling, can you well, don't come forward. Can you, yes. Mr. Hagerling, just speak up. Mr. Hagerling, do you have any objections to Mr. Nathaniel Navy withdrawing from your case?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right, so your attorney on all cases is going to be Anita Garza.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, and your next court date is, I'm sorry, Norma, what date?
The 16th, Judge.
Your next court date is going to be the 16th of September at 2 p.m. You'll need to be in the courtroom, and at that time, we are going to have this contested hearing. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. The reaction to my medication is just they told me to take it as needed, and I took it, and I got sick.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not a medical doctor, and I don't play one on TV, so I leave that up to the medical professionals.
Okay, that was just the, I didn't know if I could zoom in that way. That's why I still showed up, because I didn't.
Well, I just want to make sure people are not spreading anything to court staff. All right, Mr. Hagerling, just have a seat. We're going to give you a reset form. Mr. Navy, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Thank
Have a good afternoon.
All right, you two have a good one.
What's the 1% we don't have?
Hello, you understand what's happening?
No. I want to say that's a big-
All right, so they're saying that you're going to be taken to misdemeanor court and that they're going to have you evaluated for Esperanza Court, which is a treatment court.
Yes.
And if Esperanza Court accepts you, then this case will be dismissed. Is that correct? All right, so this case is a drug case? All right, so do y'all have the labs? So why are we not just doing that here and then I can order Esperanza Court?
That was one thing that we put forward. And that could be a possibility. I think the issue is that, in this community, CMO's concern is that if we were to do that, the evaluation wouldn't happen in custody.
No, it'll happen in custody. So Ms. Ferguson, if you can have Anita Garza come back here. All right, we'll take care of it today.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. That there was going to be a plea on this case, but that this felony case needed to remain open so that she could be reviewed for Esperanza Court.
That's correct,
I
Judge.
can hold her for Esperanza Court, so that's not a problem. So they're going to send you paperwork and we're going to take care of it today.
The problem with that, Judge, is that Esperanza Court, I believe, I guess Judge Vara spoke to the director, Natalie, I believe, and she stated that she will be released if she pleads out on both cases. And so that's not.
No, not
no.
if I put a directive in that she's to be held until interviewed by Esperanza Court, she will not be released. So Esperanza Court will be able to interview her at the jail. But I'm not going to have this case out here if the whole purpose is she's going to plea on this case also, but we're just afraid that they're going to release her. She could make bond on this case, then she'll be released anyway. So we'll
That's
do the.
correct, Judge, but I guess the other issue is that this case is still unindicted. I had Norma set this case so that we could confer because we kept getting reset on the misdemeanor and there was already results back. And so, there is not an indictment as well. So
Oh, that's why they do it as a waiver plea.
I don't know, Daniel, it's up to you. I mean, can I confer with Daniel real briefly, Judge?
Sure.
It gave me.
I'll put you in a waiting room.
Court and I was on the phone with her, and she does say that she does want another order of referral, even though the County Court 15 did one for her. She said that we'll probably have to do another one, so I don't know if I can fill that one out and I just email it to the court for them to sign.
Oh, you all just do the plea bargain agreement and then I'll take care of that.
You'll fill it out?
Once you all enter your plea, then I will take care of that.
She gave me the form for me to fill out so I can email it to the court.
No, you all need to, are you all entering a plea on this case or is this case going to trial? That's my question.
Well, I'm comfortable, Judge. I just want to make sure to let my client know that this is going to be for a longer term before we sign anything.
My understanding is that you all had already talked about a plea bargain agreement. Where is your office, counsel?
Right now, I'm at my home office, Judge. I'm not there right now. I'm not
All right.
down anymore. I'm like 30 miles away.
All right, so we'll wait for you unless you all can do the plea by Zoom. So it's completely up to y'all, whether y'all want to do it by Zoom or you can come back down.
I think Daniel said that he had prepared the paperwork.
I,
All right, then you need to come back down and take care of your client's case.
So I'm not allowed, she's not allowed to execute the documents electronically, Judge?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't understand why people are leaving court before seeing me, but we are where we are now. And where we are now, if that paperwork cannot be produced by the state because there's been some issues, then you're going to have to come back down to take care of that. So that's where we are.
I mean, I guess that's fine. Judge. We don't need that paperwork because we've already got it in County Court 15.
All right, so here's the thing. County Court 15, which I think that judge is great. I think County Court 15 is great, but this is the 187th Judicial District Court. District Court takes precedent over misdemeanor court. I don't know why there was some sort of an agreement where people were like, oh, she's going to plead to the misdemeanor case, but then she's going to come back and plead to the felony case at a later date. We are taking this felony case now. Whatever County Court 15 is doing, that's their jurisdiction over misdemeanor cases. I'm in felony court. Felony courts takes precedent over misdemeanor court. So here are y'all three choices. One, state, are you able to do the paperwork electronically?
Judge, I can, it's the thing, again, confirming with defense that the agreement that we talked about in County Court 15, and for this case, is that the agreement that they're going.
All right. So,
What? I didn't hear what he said, Judge.
all right. So what he's saying is that you need to come back down to the 187 District Court and we'll wait for you here. All right. You're here on your case?
Yes, Your Honor, we reached an agreement. So we're ready to go whenever recorded.
All right. So who is your client?
Mr. Arnold Garza right here?
Arnold Garza?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then after this, I'm going to go next door to see Mr. Allison off.